Me.
Oh yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. Yeah, I thought you were talking to the
I thought you were talking to our many fans out there.
to the millions and millions of fans that we have right now. The review.
Right.
Oh,
it totally counts as an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally counts as an episode. Yeah. No, 100%.
Shameless. This was a gift. It's actually a gift from my daughter. So, yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I remember very well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
They have smiled upon you this day.
Yes.
They have shown you favor. Hey.
I was about to ask if he updated the donations.
Well, look at that. Hey, now.
Female power. No, take it back. Don't take it back. Female power. I'm about it. Yes.
I say I don't know if the manual labor
reaps the profit. So what you're saying is he's her bitch.
I mean, that's how you could say it that way. You could say it that way. Hey.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so a friend of mine was very into all of the metal, like the death metal, the black metal, all of the ones, and I still don't know the difference, but all of those things. Like, oh, here, check this out, you'll like it.
You'll learn.
I'm learning. Yep. That's why I'm here. 20 years later, whatever, it's fine. So he's like, oh yeah, listen to this, and I'm like, I don't know, like I can't understand the lyrics. They're not boy bands that I can like sing along to. So I don't know. And this is one of the albums that he actually gave to me. He was like, well, try this one. Like they're screaming, but like I think it'll be an okay bridge for you. And here I am. This wasn't the bridge from boy bands to metal, but this was one of like the kind of bridges that he.
I would say that's a hell of a bridge to cross.
Well, no, because I mean, okay, so I say boy band,
the bridge of death right there.
A lot of like, I also listen to a lot of jazz too. So, dude, in here, are you kidding me? All the jazz elements, like this is melodic AF. It is so groovy.
Odd time signatures. Yep. That's kind of what they did.
It is my album. It is my album. Yes, keep going. Yeah. So obviously re-listened to it since I threw it out there and I was like, oh, hope this wasn't a mistake. It was not a mistake. This album, well, I already said it's really groovy, super melodic. It's also really heavy and brutal, and as we know, heavier is always better. So,
Yep.
like all of those things. This to me, this would be a 10 out of 10 album.
Oh.
Except I am a millennial and perfection is unattainable. So therefore, it is a 9.5 out of 10.
Wow.
I love everything about this album. There is not there I don't know that there's a single thing that I would change. I love this album. They got nines. Yeah, they got nines. I'm sure they got a nine. Oh, it's been a minute. Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'm sure that Second Stage Turbine Blade and or In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3 got a 9 from me.
Oh, you're talking Coheed there. I was like, I thought you were
Coheed,
talking
sorry.
about
Yes.
songs on this album. I was like, oh. What? Wow.
Yep. Yep. Love. Love. Oh, for sure. If I have like a, I want to listen to something heavy, but I don't know what I want to listen to, and like, ah, I will never turn this off. Never. Won't happen.
Oh, yeah, I know. No, that wasn't even this. That wasn't even this album. That was something else. I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I gave it an 8. It was like as soon as I heard the first like 15 seconds of it, I was like, oh, this is definitely at least an 8 for sure. And it did not disappoint me.
And if your basket and your eggs are amazing, then do that all the time. Who cares?
Oh yeah.
It's okay. I probably won't know those either. It's fine. You're welcome.
Well, hey.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You're welcome. So I was gonna say we're skipping
Dream
the Dream
Theater.
Theater section.
The thing we all want to talk about. Also twice.
Yeah.
It's your favorite what?
Track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Broken Man. It so Broken Man, like I can understand what he was trying to go for, like with the lyrics and stuff. But it was, I think that I guess they put that out as like a bridge between the two. That it's like these like Night Terror and Midnight Messiah are similar in style, and Broken Man's kind of different. So to yeah, yep, yeah. It is it's 8 minutes of awesomeness. That's what I'm gonna say about that.
I did not get bored. So that
Was it? 'Cause I I thought I heard a little bit of like this dying soul in there, but maybe which part? Like war inside my head, or like about to crash, or uh, mhm. Yeah, he pulled a little bit of something in the lyrics from like, I don't know if it's from like Metropolis or something, but there was something. Yeah, he's yeah.
I'm looking forward to our Dream Theater review,
Whenever that may be,
which is
whenever that
totally
may
not going
be.
to happen when this album is released.
I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to say. Here we go.
That surprised me.
Well, I mean, they do.
I figured, like, with how big they are, that
Well, they do a lot of
there would be
touring,
more.
and you have to remember that some of those guys are in Stone Sour. So when they take a break from Slipknot, they're doing Stone Sour. And Stone Sour has like 5 or 6 albums themselves.
Mm, never heard of them. I've never heard of Stone Sour.
I think so. I mean, even even and
Sounds like a delicious beer that I want to drink.
like Becky actually likes Stone Sour too, so
Ah, excellent.
Jim Root is yeah, they started Stone Sour was before Corey Taylor joined Slipknot, and then that thing and some stuff, and the yeah, the first two definitely. I haven't. I mean, they were huge for a little while. Yeah, they had a crossover like because of um, Bother and yeah, yeah. Uh, so because of Bother, that got on like all the radio stations ever, and then when the second album came out, and the second album is a little bit more heavy than the first album, in my opinion. They had that Through Glass. That was also another just crossover to everything. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. It's basically Creed with another singer, and there you go.
I just added them to my uh
Yeah.
my list, so
Yeah.
we'll
I
see.
don't. Yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed in them.
I, I trust you, brother.
Have I ever let you down?
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, see,
Not
there
yet.
you go. That's the key word. Yes.
Well, I'm, the yet is more just, we're all human.
It was no
It
school
gets
tomorrow.
called for you guys.
The the bus is delayed. Well, it's like polar, Antarctica over here.
My kids still had to go to school.
Well, they're used to it. They're used to it up there in the Great White North where you are.
Yeah.
We're not used to that.
I
We're not
was
used to that down here in the South.
Yeah, I was surprised when they're like, "Hey, um if like with wind chill or whatever, it's above 20 degrees, like your kid's going outside to play." It's like,
What?
"Okay." I thought, yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
well,
mean,
not here.
when it's
Not
like
here.
single digits, they're not going to have them kids standing out the bus stop for 30, 40
They
minutes or
will
whatever.
where I live.
Well,
Anyway, it's fine.
I
Keep
mean,
going.
again, that's here. That's not there. Anyway, that's true. Yeah, that's well. I mean, but yeah, I mean, well, there's yeah, we could. I mean, who else is watching? No one. And like where you're at in Culpeper, there are some back roads that don't see sunshine for a long time, and they're still frozen shit. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I know, right? Like I was going to a job, and it was out there Lake Anna, and I'm back there. I was like, this road is basically a sheet of ice right now. This is pretty great right now. Yeah, I mean, this was like a back road that was like gravel and stuff. So it's like, oh, really? This is where I'm going? Okay, thanks, guys. Nope, nope. That is like one of these people that live back here, and they're like, nope, not today. I'll plow my driveway, and that's it. I'm not plowing the road. Screw you guys. Anyway, Slipknot.
Well, you got yeah, no,
Yeah,
you got the tier
yeah.
list up. We'll tier it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Let's yeah, let's see. That'll probably be my luck. It's fine.
No, wait. Oh, wait. Not your kind.
That is yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, I thought that this album was very boring. It was too simple and it was entirely too long. I was I was very bored. No, this was um and the only song that I wrote down for this one is Spiders. And I said, what the fuck were they thinking with the piano that was in there? It was
is that
like
is that the
it was like the
Casio
hokey,
keyboard?
like yeah, it was yes, no, it was awful.
Okay. The
It was
the Casio
terrible.
keyboard with the 808 like drum, thing.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
And yeah, the
So
oh no, go ahead. Here.
no,
It's lower than that, dude.
it is lower than that. A four. It's a four. This is the one that I don't want to revisit. Like I have no desire. Solid meh. Meh. Meh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, what the hell are we doing here? I mean there's like maybe maybe two.
Arbitrary six. No.
There's like two songs maybe that let's see. Let me look at the track listing. Oh, there it is right there. Let's see. So, wait, we're not yeah. Yeah, like I guess we'll call them the singles. Unsainted and Nero Forte are probably the best songs on the album. And Orphan is not bad, but yeah, I like it. And yeah, yeah, and I was like, because I think again there was another one like My Pain on here that was just what are we doing? Like maybe this was more experimental. You know, I gave it a 5.5.
Hmm.
It does. Yeah. Basically, after All Hope Is Gone, that this is kind of their sound. Yeah, it does start weird. but then yeah, it's the exact same thing that you said, where it starts weird and then it gets heavy, and be, because I feel like it was like they were trying to do a ballad with that one, but they didn't. But they like they just don't know how to ballad, or they don't want to. I don't know, but it just like it's like, okay, we're gonna start it this way and just screw it. We're gonna go heavy at the end, and that's what the song is. Yep. It's definitely different from Joey Jordison's drumming. Like you can tell between those, like this era of Slipknot and the other one, the beginning one. I feel I feel like that was I feel like that was Jay, because I I feel like that was like they had new, because there was also like, because they had to get a new bassist, and that during that time. Mhm. Right. What? Yeah.
Bassist. This is the first
Yep.
not to feature the original founding members, bassist Paul Gray and drummer Jerry Jordanson.
Yep. Yeah, that was his
So
first
that
one.
was for
That's what
point
I know.
five. Great chapter.
Yeah. Point five, the great chapter. There we go. Sure, I'll take it. Why not? This one, I was listening to it in the car on the way to the airport to drop my children off for their excursion to exotic foreign lands. And so this one was this was kind of background uh, for me. I no, I did drive a little bit faster, and so it was one of those. Again, you can tell this is where we have a different sound. Drum sound different. I mean, bass is different. I mean, it still comes up in the mix, so you can hear it, but again, there's probably maybe four or five good songs, and then the rest are just kind of whatever. In my personal opinion, yeah, I mean yeah, it can be for sure. I mean, it is a six. Um, well, I mean,
Bassist.
again, it's the like I know, like, yeah, I mean,
Sure.
one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, I mean, there's
Yes. Dissecting. Totally.
like again, like the heaviness. You got AOV, Devil and I, Custer is a really like that. That's one that'll make you want to put your head through the wall. And the negative one,
Hmm.
and yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that one goes hard. That's a good one.
beating the keg, or they got the DJ Moon Boots with his yeah, do you do you were you at that show? Were you at that show? It was at Nissan Pavilion, and like a couple days or weeks before that Nissan Pavilion show, somehow he was in two walking boots because he broke his ankles jumping off the thing. And Corey Taylor said something about, oh, DJ Moon Boots up there. And, and so, and then he like did this thing where he came up and he like kicking his feet to the camera so everybody could see it. That's like, Jesus Christ, get out of here with your, oh my God. I would say
What what
yes.
what does that mean?
The theatrics,
Mm.
and they have I mean, I don't know if there are Slipknot caskets yet, but
Give it time. Give it time.
their whiskey's pretty good. Um, oh yeah, I think
I think every album should get an extra point for me now if their whiskey is good. If I have to try it, but if it's good,
well
then everything gets at
if
least one extra
if
point on there.
if
Yeah, we'll come
if I
back to
remember correctly, I think Dad still has some at the house. So nine, yeah, it might be like Iowa nine or something like that. But I mean, yeah, yep, yep.
Great chapter. Okay.
Yep, because Paul Gray passed away before this came out. They did tune down a lot on this one.
No, I think John is absolutely correct where he placed it. Lawnmower is the spot. Yeah. Yep. Um, I get a 5. Yeah. So definitely listenable. Like I didn't hate it. It was just you could hear you could definitely hear the threads like throughout the songs and like callbacks, so like it was cohesive in that. It just I did not work for me. Um Definitely can. Definitely can. Yeah. I think that album's more cohesive in doing that though. Because I think when they did something different, they brought like melody with them, and so it wasn't as jarring. Oh, yes. I know I've listened to well, I've listened to at least 2 of them. That's true. There's definitely comparison that happens as much as I try not to. Mm, yeah.
So far, or just ever?
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. I I I think I have my guess for what the other listenable album is then. I think I do. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, there goes that theory. Sorry, I was researching as I was listening to what you guys were saying. Oh, that would make sense though. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I can see that. Like
I
it's
can
still
see
it's
it.
still angsty, but it is a lot simpler, and they have a lot more clean choruses based on the stuff they had before. So
Well,
I think that makes it more accessible for sure. You gave it a 7 and it's unlistenable to you? Mm, mm. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. No, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Um, I it's it was of the 3 before it. This was the least heavy. The songs were very repetitive though, and entirely too long. If they took each of those songs and made them like 4 minutes or less, this album would be on point. On point. Just less is more, guys. Less is more. Um, and I wrote that Snuff is a good breakup song.
it it is. Um, so we will. So I. Oh no, go. Or if you have more
That
things
is
to say.
those are all
Oh,
my
that's
things.
just.
Yeah.
Oh, those are things.
Yeah. Those are my things.
So I can. I gave that. This was the highest rated album for me,
Oh.
and I will tell. I'll tell you why. I spent a lot of time listening to this album. A lot of it had to do with where I happened to be in my personal life at the time, so I could understand,
He just
especially
that's his way of just saying he listened to Snuff on repeat.
not not on repeat, not on repeat,
A
but I
great
did the
breakup song.
like the the album as a whole, like, again, it does have that middle section where it's like, okay, we're kind of slow here, and then it brings it back up at the end. But yeah, I spent a lot of time with this one during that time because I could
You got the nostalgia.
empathize.
Yeah.
I could empathize with what he was doing because obviously this was written after he went through his first divorce.
Mm.
So I could feel what he was like. I was like, yes, I understand what he is saying. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really dig All Hope Is Gone too, just because that's, and This Cold Black is another one. Um, that's a good, like, pummeling one. That well, those are like bonus tracks. Like All Hope Is Gone is the end track for yeah. Yeah. it's yeah. I mean, like I said, it just
Wildly listenable.
it happened to come out at a time in my life where I could, you know, yeah, I was, well, we'll say I was invested in it, sure. This, so,
Got it.
and like the live album too, like I listened to that more than anything from them.
Mm.
The 9.0.
Now see that, not to say what album you should bring, but maybe that's a thing. Self-titled. Yeah, this one was weird. Um, yeah, this one was weird. It was heavy and it was raw, which I liked. All of the distortion sounds, there were too many. There was too much. Again, like less is more, guys. Let's not. I was starting to get to the point where I'm like, am I gonna skip a song? Is it gonna happen? Because there was so much of the distortion. I did not like the like rapping that was happening in this album. Not about it.
That, well,
And I
that's
don't
kind of how they started, I think.
yeah, I don't know if it was so much like the rapping itself or if it was that it was very clear what those like teenage angsty lyrics were. Like it was very like I'm like, well, I
Yeah, it was kind of like a, it was like a fuck you to grunge, I think, is what that was.
okay.
New Met. Well, that is fair to say. Yep.
Huh,
Yep.
interesting. Linkin Park is new metal.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
No.
Oh, well, no, they're definitely not heavy metal, but
No.
I wouldn't put them as metal at all. I have no idea. Rock? Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. Into metal. No.
Interesting. Okay, well, good for them, I guess. Get better lyrics that you're gonna rap is kind of, I guess, maybe the thing. We are giving this a 6. Yep, yep. Arbitrary 6. Um, I hated the song Scissors. What the actual fuck is that song? Like,
Um. Well.
um,
So,
I listened to 2 minutes of it, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna skip the song, and I'm like, why is this song 43 minutes long? Like, what's going on? Okay, it's not that long, but it's a very long song. And I kind of skipped around a little bit, like, what are you doing? Okay. And yeah, no, I
so
couldn't.
on the CD, it's actually like 19 minutes
That's okay.
because because that last, just that
Why?
last track, that Eeyore, that's the last track, that was the hidden track on the album.
Oh, so you had to sit through 19
You had
minutes
to
of.
fast forward of like 8 minutes of that. That's a brutal ass song.
That's a great song. Yeah, that's a great song. I never would have found it if this was
Yeah.
a CD.
Yeah.
Never would have found it. So be like,
Yeah.
dude, 19 minutes in and it's the greatest thing ever. You have to. I'd be like, no, nope. Mm-mm.
Oh my god, dude, really? We're gonna go into that right now?
Okay,
Like broken and oh my Yeah, it was like 90. It was like you put it in there and it's like 99 tracks and you're like, son of a bitch, what are you doing, Trent Reznor? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, done. They did that on the other one too. It was broken, and there was another one that was blue that they did that for. Maybe it was just I don't know. I can't. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about Nine Inch Nails anyway. Oh, well, okay. Are they on the list really? Oh, Industrial and Fear Fear Factory. No, dude, that song is awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. Dead Souls is a great song, and
Oh, this would be the highest of the lawnmowers.
so I mean, I mean, I don't disagree with her, but also like it, this like so this one for me it started out at like an 8, right? Like you got those first 5 tracks that are just like pummeling and punch you in the face, and then we pump the brakes right there until you get, you pump the brakes for 2 songs, and then you got Liberate, and then whatever the hell else happened until Scissors and Eeyore. So yeah, and I feel like Scissors, I don't know what the hell they were doing. Like that was like just filler. They do that. It seems like they do that for the intro, like the intros. Yeah. Oh no, they want to get your senses going. I get it. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And even and
You
I
say
said,
so.
I said because I said Scissors is too long, and it seems like filler, and so yeah, I gave it a 6.5. You loved it. It's your favorite.
No, it's not his favorite. He said point 0.5 was his favorite.
Oh,
Oh, number 2. Okay. Oh, dang. Because it sounds like they were playing in a garage. You're like, I love you. You get an 8. Just out. You can't be lower than an 8 if it sounds like you recorded this from your garage with a cassette tape.
I got some of those back there of me, actually. I rescued them, but yeah. I love that song. Surfacing. Eyeless. Eyeless. I mean, yeah.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
In a while, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see
Yep.
what you're gonna move now.
Gosh, I wonder.
I wonder. It was being facetious.
Sons of bitches. So close. Volume 3. Yeah, right
Okay.
on.
He's not here, so all right, Mike, will
Mike, yeah.
come up and defend your favorite
Come
album
in.
because
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this is it's a solid album. This is another one I spent a lot of time with. Um I also uh learned that um drum pattern at the end of like the blister exists. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I was just like fiddling around on the old drums one day back in the early times, and I was like, whoa. It just
the times before.
Yeah. When I was a young whippersnapper. I don't know. I might have even been playing it when I had my drum set up at your house that time. I don't remember. But I was like really impressed with myself that I could like do that. Yeah. Dude, that was like the Siamese monster at your house over there. If only we could have made it work better, that would have been fun. But anyway, uh, yeah, no, I gave it an 8. Um, I was like,
Oh,
who's muted?
it was muted.
Uh, yeah, I mean it. You
Wait,
know,
somebody who's muted? Is it me?
I'm muted.
you're muted.
I've been
Shut
muted the whole time. I don't understand. My vocals are supposed to go through.
Like I've been hearing you the whole time, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
hear
don't
you.
understand.
Wow, so we've got 5 albums of you. Oh
Uh,
no. Oh boy. Oh well, this is awkward.
It's great.
Whoops. Hey, that's why I
Right.
wasn't echoing.
There you go. You just
Ta-da!
you muted yourself. There you go.
Uh, damn it, man.
This was one like
Ah, shit. This is Guar all
all
over
over again.
again.
Yeah. Damn it.
I mean,
This is one I like
I feel
again.
like you it might be salvageable.
Could be.
Guar was just gone.
Guar was
Yeah.
gone. All right.
I'm gonna put it in bitchin'. just by the way.
Bitchin'? Okay, I can go with bitchin'. I gave it like an 8. I think it's pretty good. It's more when it goes from Iowa to like this, it feels more precision. Like they kind of took their time with it, and they like, you know, they understood the assignment instead of Iowa, where I feel like they went from 1 to 2. They were trying to hurry up and try to capture what they were doing. It kind of, we'll get into that, but this one was like a little longer because it goes from 99, 2001, 2004.
Yeah.
So they had more time to kind of work out stuff. I feel like personally too, they had a lot of personal problems, like in between Iowa and the South, because they were just crazy, whatever.
Well, and then there's 9 of them too, so you have
right.
that many personalities. It's somebody's bound to clash sooner or later.
Sure. Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, I give it an 8. It is very listenable. It is in bitchin'. I think you're right. I think it is a bitchin' album. It's really good. There again, you really Iowa had hits. First title had hits. This one to me is like they really had the hits. Like before I forget, that was huge when it first came out. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, Pulse of the Maggots.
Oh sure.
3-0 Blister exists. Like I said, all those. I mean,
really good. Shannon, what do you think? mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
8 out of 10.
Sure.
You got 8 out of 10. Really?
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a great album. Now, this album for me has nostalgia. I didn't listen to it like straight through, but I did recognize a good few of the songs as I was listening to. I'm like, oh shit, that's Slipknot. I know that song. Okay.
Oh, probably from the MTV days and like stuff like that.
From the MTV
when they
days.
actually play music on there.
Yeah, when they used to be cool.
Yeah,
instead of the 2-hour block from 3 to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't like their intros though, because I've said that on a couple of albums where like on the first song, I'm like, this is not looking good right now. And then literally the next song, I'm like, oh no, it's looking up. It's okay now. So
this is
I think I don't like their intro songs.
This is my friend's 4th favorite. Like after Not Your Kind, this is his 4th. I'm like, huh, okay.
Not Your Kind is above this?
Yeah.
Well,
we are not your
right.
Pretty much.
Okay.
His
I don't know how trustworthy that is.
I mean, I don't know.
My friend is a diehard, and you know what's funny? His wife or whatever is a diehard Dream Theater fan.
Wow.
Like diehard. It's crazy. I'm like, hey, you want her to do a show? Tell her to come.
yeah, come do the Dream Theater show.
Yeah, she loves Prince too. Prince is one of her favorites too. So,
well, that guy's just a freaking musical genius, man.
I know.
Rest in peace.
Man, what a good dude. Okay. I'll take the last one. Because Shannon can't do the last one. Can you, Shannon?
I cannot.
So I will do
I don't know why you spun the wheel on that one.
I know.
I guess just to confirm
just
that like
to confirm that
Shannon's gonna get this album.
To me, this is my least favorite album. It's meh. It is by far my least favorite. I like Adderall. I'm like, what weird fucking song is this? I'm like,
yeah, I didn't enjoy that either. Because that's to me, this one was like, okay, let's pick the songs that don't suck.
right? It's like now there are cool songs like H377, which is Hell. I think that was a good song. But a lot of songs were just weird and like
yeah, I liked Hive Mind, but that was because it was weird and it had that like kind of buzzing, like you're in the hive. But
yeah,
I thought it was a good song. And I don't know, like he's really doing something with vocals on this one. Like
Right? It's
like
way
I
off for me.
like he was like trying to sing, but then like he forgot that he was in Slipknot and he was going to be in Stone Sour again,
he
or
So funny enough, Corey Taylor, if you listen like to the first, second album, he really reminds me of Burton Bell from Fear Factory, where he can
yeah.
go from a growl to a U2 side, like he can go death metal to like
Mhm.
pop metal or pop. He has
Yeah.
that range, and some in this album, I'm like, you. We have to
But
remember they're like
but that's
20 years into this,
20 years into it, and like ravaging your vocal cords, because I can guarantee he doesn't warm up the way he
Now,
should.
and to me, this is it's not none of their albums are dumpsters to me. I think they're
No.
good albums. I did not, this is the only album to me where the drums sound like fucking shit.
Yeah, I didn't care for them either. Maybe that's why they kicked him out of the band. I don't know.
Well, it's not his fault in production.
Well, that's fair to say.
He played
But
good, but the problem is, I don't even know what happened with Jay and them. I think they just
I don't,
didn't like
well, he's
connect.
I well, yeah, because he's also, well, not that Casa Grande's, but Jay's about like 10 years younger than those guys.
I know. And to me, I haven't heard Casa Grande yet on the album. I can't. But his
I mean,
playing is not with Slipknot to me.
no, because he came from Sepultura, so like he's got a different style. I mean, he definitely beats the shit out of them drums.
And so Patora has those killer griff, like
But they
Brazilian
but
beats.
but yeah, they got those like tribal, like, yeah, just like you have to kind of beat the shit out of stuff. Slipknot doesn't really have that. I mean, they have aggressive, like, pummeling things, but it's more blast beats. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's more precision. It's not like primitive, brutal, just banging the shit out of, you
Yeah.
know.
It's a I can't. I've heard him play. I've listened to some YouTube. It's not
And
official,
and he is by no stretch a bad drummer.
He's
He is.
not. But there is some bands that people should not be in. To me, evidently he really wanted to go Slipknot, and Slipknot really wanted him. I don't know why. I really
Yeah,
don't know. And nothing against them. I nothing
no.
against Grande, and Slipknot, but Jay Weinberg is a killer drummer. And
Yeah,
I,
I mean,
I
he's doing stuff with who's he with now?
Suicidal.
Was he with Suicidal?
He is with Suicidal and Infectious Grooves.
Okay, because I know Dave Lombardo was doing that for a while too.
He
So,
left because Dave Lombardo is fucking Dave Lombardo.
well, that's fair to say. Yeah.
He's fucking one of those guys. Yeah, I give it a meh. I give it like a 5, to be honest. My lowest one.
Yeah, I gave it the arbitrary 6 just because I was
what,
I was
what?
like,
Yeah. What did you think about it, Shannon?
I think this album is great. I think this album is great. It is brutal. It's heavy AF. Like,
Which one are you
let's
talking about now?
Iowa, right?
No, no, we're talking about the
No, we're
end.
not talking about Iowa.
No.
Oh, I didn't listen to that one.
Oh, that's right. You didn't listen to any of it?
No.
Okay. Oh,
No, I thought we were talking about Iowa.
sorry.
No,
Iowa,
no, we were-
please.
My bad.
All right, you are correct. That is brutal. That is a brutal album.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Go. All right, you're up.
Yeah, Iowa's great.
this whole
This
show's
is
already
why you're-
fucked up
this is why-
anyways.
No, okay, because you spun the wheel and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna take this one.
Yeah.
So I thought you were then throwing it to me, and then you guys
Sorry.
started talking.
Let me toss it to you.
I was
Here's
like, I
I.
thought we were
Here's
talking
Iowa.
about
Iowa
Iowa
for
right
you.
now because
Here you go.
okay,
All right,
anyway.
you're up. Go.
Iowa's great. It's
Yeah.
it's super heavy and I dig it a lot. If it weren't for the lyrics, this would be my favorite album.
What about
Like-
the lyrics you don't like?
They're nasty.
Oh, so enjoyable lyrics. Yes.
They're like super fucked up.
They are.
I
Yeah,
I
no, they're-
can't be
yeah,
I can't
it's-
be singing that in the car with my kids.
I don't think you can sing any Slipknot in the car with the kids, okay?
You
I don't think
No,
you
I
can.
don't think you can.
I don't think you can.
I don't. Well, yeah, I don't think.
I think the art kind of duplicates the life, and during that time they were fucking wreck, like alcoholics and drugs, and I think Rick Rubin produced this album or something like that, and they went to a haunted mansion and recorded it in a haunted mansion, and like it's a really messed up album. Like you take the first one that's dangerous because it's just blitzkrieg, unrelentless, and this one is more sophisticated brutality because they figured out, okay, we have all this craziness, let's contain it. And this is the album that contained a lot of that craziness. I give it an 8 also. I think it's great too. This is about the first, second, and third.
7.5.
Okay,
I said it was great, but I give it a 7.5.
that's high for you.
It is high for me.
That's high for you. And where are we putting this? Bitchin'? Is this bitchin' for you?
Low.
Low bitchin'?
I'll allow a low bitchin' on that. Yeah.
I personally think all their albums are not dumpster fires, which is great.
No. Yeah.
No,
So-
totally listenable.
Did you ever listen?
The end
Okay.
so far is close,
Yes.
but it's not.
It is
it's not
close.
there.
It's close.
It's the closest one to a
Yeah,
dumpster fire.
for me, it's yeah, that is super close. They get above it because they have a lot of heaviness to it, and like I can do it.
I probably won't listen to it again.
No, I definitely won't listen to it again. Did you ever listen to their very first one?
Oh, the
Kill, Mate,
Kill,
Repeat.
Mate, repeat. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
It's take a listen to it and get back to me. It is kind of you can understand the elements of Slipknot. You're like, oh, okay, I see they brought this into this, and they were like
That
They
might
had-
be something I'll have to find on YouTube.
they had a different singer too. Corey Taylor's not the original singer.
No, there was another guy.
Yep. So I think it was him who was singing, or Corey was one. I'm not for sure, but yeah, it's very interesting. You should take a listen to it. It's more demos to me in some way. It has the demo-ish vibe to it. Don't get me wrong, but it's an interesting sound to it. So, to my favorite part of the show. It's time to rearrange some albums, shall we? So Shannon, you started the show. You get to start it. Which one would you like to rearrange?
All right, what's our order here?
So we got
I gotta
volume-
pull up Spotify so that I can see what the album covers are. Yep,
So
yep.
Bitchin'.
looks like is volume 3 in Iowa.
Yep.
I'll allow it. Yep.
Lawnmower is self-titled 0.5
Self-titled.
and All Hope Is Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Meh is Not Kind and The End So Far.
Yeah, actually, looks good to me. I got.
Okay. John, what would you like to do, my friend?
Have we ever done a double move?
on. What, are we playing checkers here?
Hold on. No
Duh.
keys.
No, you get uno movo. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't be playing the fucking rules to your benefit. Oh, she didn't pick, so I can take her pick? I know what you're doing. Her pick is not a pick. That's her pick.
Her pick is not a pick.
Not a pick. I do what I want.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move All Hope Is Gone
Okay.
up to the bitchin' category, right behind Iowa.
You know, that is good. I think that's a cool move. I do believe that. I allow it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I do have the power of the mouse, you know. I reign with the mouses. I'm so
The
cool.
internet will know what
I
you've
got
done.
2 mouses. Both hands.
Double fisting the mouse.
Yeah. Maybe I should have kept them mute.
Oh God.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
He was baking bread. He had to double fist the bread. The bread. He was making bread. Bread.
Bread.
Bread.
Bread.
Bread.
Bread. All right, no surprise. Self-titled needs to go to shredding. I'm sorry. This is quintessential Slipknot.
You should be sorry because not that good. Not that good. It's good. It's not that good.
Like, to me, that album is quintessential Slipknot. Like, it's like...
I feel like that's the one, if you're like, hey, here's Slipknot, that's the one you give people. Like, here, listen. Or Iowa.
I believe there's 2 different types, and I'll explain it. Slipknot, to their self-titles for the hardcore, heavy people. Me, some other people. All Hope Is Gone is for the newer people. That's the gateway to Slipknot.
Damn, I don't think there is a mic. I think this is just Mark.
I promise.
Like I need a friend.
I promise.
That Slipknot, that this album is #1. What is a guy name? I don't Mark. Nope, that's me. Mike.
He's right there. His name's Mike. I promise. That's his list. I said, "Hey man, can you rank the Slipknot?" First question. He was like, "Oh shit, dude! I almost forgot. I'm going to her name's Farah, his wife, whatever. I'm going to her house." I'm like, "Oh no, cool. That's cool. Just, hey, give me your top 5 albums then." In my head, I've been talking to you about Slipknot, right?
Yep.
Well, it's Van Halen, AC/DC. I'm like, "No, dickhead. I'm talking Slipknot." He's like, "Oh, sorry." But funny enough, Van Halen 84 is his #1. AC/DC, Who Made Who. Ministry, Psalm 69.
I mean, that is a good album.
Slipknot, self-titled. Slipknot, The End So Far. So that is kind of unusual.
So he bookended it?
He bookended it with Slipknot. I'm like, no, I want the Slipknot. So to me, he just gave me the top 5 of all time for him, and 2 of them are Slipknot. That to me is a Slipknot.
One of them is an album that you all are like, this is a borderline dumpster.
I know. I gotta have a heavy talk about that with him.
Yeah, I think you should.
We have an intervention. We gotta have an intervention with him.
For sure.
I wish he was on here.
How can we trust that self-titled should be in shredding based on what he's saying?
Okay.
If it's only slightly above.
We have to say the self-titled.
I'm just saying.
Look. Listen.
Look, I'm just.
All right, listen. Okay, you see this? See that? This. You see this? Okay, listen. All right, hold. We have to say the first album is always the album that gets you recognized. Always. They got on Ozfest, and it just exploded from there because nobody saw 9 people on stage. And that album was basically me watching them play. Like, it was that much of a crazy, like, just super chaotic fucking shit. I went from Megadeth and Sepultura You know, I was listening to them and Metallica and Megadeth and Anthrax and Slayer, and then I heard that I was like,
Big Four.
oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
this is something different, huh?
this is something different. This is what are they doing? It was just so chaotic to me. That's why I believe it's if something can jar me like that, it definitely at least it's. I'm not saying their album is top five of all time for me, but I can at least say it's top five of holy shit, what the fuck am I listening to moments. I can at least say that, you know.
Hmm.
No, see, I don't disagree with you on that, but in a very different way.
This is me pleading my case of why it's shredding, but I mean it's each to their own. I truly believe that is shredding. I don't believe point five is lawnmower. It should be in bitchin', but I'm gonna leave it where it's at. I'll leave it where it's at. It's a good album. Lawnmowers. I should be very thankful it's a lawnmower. Very thankful. All right, guys. This is our list. We got self-title, Volume 3, Iowa, All Hope, point five. Can we say from at least All Hope to the self-title, that was their best years? Like,
Yeah, those
point
first five.
five might be a personal preference. Don't get me wrong. But from point five to not, whatever, the last two, I don't even remember their names. I could give a shit. Um, it's a
Well,
different Slipknot.
it is, and
It's
it's
different.
interesting to me that the song "We Are Not Your Kind" is not on the "We Are Not Your Kind" album, and that is actually a really good song.
It is a good song, and I feel like they're in their point in their life. They have hit or misses on songs a lot more because different lives, different ways of thinking. People are sober now. Some people play better when they're drunk and high compared to soberness, where you're like, you
Yeah,
know,
and there's
sorry, people,
only
you know.
I don't even I I think as far as original members go, there's like two.
Well, you got
Like
Clown,
Clown
Corey, you got Jim, you got
and
the two guitarists, and Starscream, so
Mick
five.
Thompson.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
Starscream, I forget his name. He's number
and
five. That's married to Kelly Osbourne from the Osbournes.
Sid Wilson.
Sid. He's married to Kelly Osbourne, and they have a
Yep.
kid together.
Yep. I will still call him DJ Moonboots from
Mm.
that show
I call
just
him
because.
Starscream. That's what he's
I mean,
labeled as. Yeah.
I mean, how cool of him for that to steal Transformers, right? Because you know that's
Right?
what he did.
He did. He did do it, lucky bastard. I mean,
Whatever.
I give the group at least a seven, personally. I think they have good years and they have bad years, just like a lot of
Yeah.
bands do. But we have to say the power of Slipknot is fucking huge. It is huge.
Yep.
It
It's
rivals
out there.
Metallica, like right up to it. I personally think Jay should have stayed in the band. I wish they would have kept Jay because it kept the Jordison esque to it.
Yeah,
I think,
he was like Joey was like one of his like super huge influences.
and his dad's Max Weinberg, the coolest dude on Conan O'Brien. I mean,
I
fuck,
know, right?
And and he plays drums for the boss, Bruce
Yeah.
Springsteen. I mean, how are you going to fire him, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck,
I don't
man?
yeah, come on guys.
All
Get
right,
out of your ass.
final thoughts.
Solid, very listenable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't change the channel when they come on. That's for sure.
Did it bring up a lot of memories?
Oh
Did for
yeah.
me. It brought a lot
Yeah.
of
Oh
memories
yeah.
up as a kid. I'm sorry, as a teenager. I was still in high school when the first album came out. Like it was huge for me in a certain way.
I'm not even
But
sure. I mean, I guess I was probably Ozfest or something when I saw them and got
I saw
into
him
that.
twice. I saw him with Iowa in Volume 3. That's when they were on. Volume 3 was the last year they were on Ozfest because I think they made their own Not Fest or something like that.
That was in like 2011.
Oh, so they must have did the Gray chapter, and that's kind of where it came from, or like in between it. Because they went to Brazil and like other places like with it too. It was crazy. So, all right, that's our list, and we are sticking to it until I turn off the computer.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right, so let's spin the wheel. Oh, that's right. We ain't doing shit because our next group is Dream Theater, so fuck it. People, this is a huge day for us, don't you think? I think,
say so, yes.
man, I can say this much. I don't look forward to a lot of things. I'm looking forward to this a whole
Yep.
lot. Like a whole fucking lot. Because I
Yeah.
can honestly say, without them, it's like, it's crazy. It's so nice that Shannon's going to be part of this. You get to glimpse into our world of Dream Theater. And
our nerdery and other such.
I hold that green card, that gold card a lot, the platinum. You have the platinum, I have the gold card because you were into him a lot more than I was. Like, you were into him first before I was. I have a gold card at least. You saw him live too, didn't you?
Not yet.
Oh, no, not Dream Theater, but you saw Portnoy live.
Yeah, I saw him with Adrenaline Mob down in
Old
Richmond.
Jacks? Oh,
no, the Alley Cats or Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the hell they called it after Empire Records bought it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. See, I thought you saw
them.
them.
No.
Yeah.
No, because, when they were still, touring and whatever, not with Mike Mangini, but I just didn't have people to go with.
Fair enough. Now you do.
At that time. So
God bless your girl. Good job. If your girl, does your girl like Dream Theater?
I don't know that I've exposed her to Dream Theater yet.
You better, because you got a couple months before you're hitting that fucking show, right?
Yep. March 21st.
I think she'll like it. And I think Shannon's going to like it too. I have a good feeling.
For the record, I have listened to Dream Theater.
Okay.
I do enjoy them. I just haven't sat down and listened to the albums.
Got it.
With the exception of Train of Thought. I know I've listened to that album full through.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
So.
Well, I have to say, if I knew this album was going to come out before we did the Dream Theater show, I might have held on to it to do it later.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, hey, it's Mike Portnoy's birthday. Let's do just the Mike Portnoy Dream Theater album.
That's right. And we took advantage of the situation, said you guys have to listen to it. And if you don't,
that's
all
okay.
right.
It's okay. We can fill the time.
We can fill. I hope you're ready, Shannon, for the nerdisms that is going to come from all this. I mean, look at it. I mean, the band is 40 years, and they
almost
play
40 years in.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I still haven't seen them live. I probably never will, but that's okay. Not a big deal. I'll hold back tears.
Well, it's funny too, because my oldest son, I went in and I got tickets. I got 2 tickets to the show, and I sent him the thing with the text message. He's like, "Oh, cool. Who are you going with?" I was like, "You stupid!" I'm like, because John Petrucci is his guitar guy, and
Hang
I was
on. Who's going to the show with you? Just you and your son?
Yeah.
Are you not taking your girl?
No.
Oh, I thought you were taking her.
No.
Oh, you can still expose her to it.
Of course I can. Of course I can. No, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, meh. That's why we have the category meh. That's
But
exactly why we have the
yeah,
category.
speaking of trains of thought, I have lost mine. But
Ah, that's okay. Well, guys, end of the show. Any last words?
What's your album, Jan? Or are we
crap.
just doing Dream Theater because there's so
Shannon,
many?
you are the best. No, that's not fair.
Okay,
That's
I'm
not.
just I
Well, John, I'll tell you what. I will let you have it if you want it. Do you want to use the new album that comes out as your album for us? You don't have to.
No,
I'm
I
I'm
don't.
giving you the golden
No,
ticket.
no. You know what? It's fine. I like I said, I've got a few in the
Tank.
in the tank there.
Okay.
I am gonna go with a band called
Okay.
Black Braid, and it's Black Braid 2.
Great.
It's one word.
What?
It
Black
it's
metal?
it's one dude.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Native American
I've heard of this guy.
dude. He is killer.
what's the album?
Black Braid 2.
Oh, Black Braid 2 is the album.
Yeah.
There it is. Wow, just recently kind of came out.
Yep.
Dude, wow. You know, I've heard of this guy because a lot of people, it's been kind of a couple years ago, there was a stir of a guy that does Native American metal, like death metal type thing, and it's just one dude. I'm like, huh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
and yeah.
I mean, okay, let's look at this. Metal Injection, Latest Underground, blah blah blah. Top 40. He was on top 40 list back in 2012. Bandcamp, which if nobody knows what Bandcamp is, that's where your Dance of the Dead albums came from. So it's a way to sell your albums without a sponsorship. He was number one on the metal chart and number two across all genres. Wow. Wow, I feel like an asshole for not listening to him sooner.
Well, here you go. Here's your
Yeah.
opportunity.
So,
Oh man,
New
I
York.
can't.
He's from New York.
Yep.
New Yorker. John Krieger,
Yep.
Native American, pseudonym Shagwa Agawahia, and Mohawk name meaning the witch hawk. Ooh, sound very demonic.
He he really doesn't have that. It's more it's all like he talks like a lot about like the Native American like spirits and things like that. As you when you look at like the titles of the tracks, you can kind of see where he's going with that.
Barefoot ghost dance on blood soaked soil. The man to my own heart.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's just yeah, we'll discuss at
That's
another
pretty
time.
cool as independent though, because he was on tour with the magazine with Metal Blade, and he's not on any, which is cool.
No,
I
he like I think he does everything himself. Like he does all the instruments and like
oh,
produces it and everything.
Black Braid 1, 2, and there's a number 3 coming out this year. It says number 3, 2025.
25. Yeah,
Cool.
I picked two because it has my favorite song on there.
Fair enough. Hey, I'm good. I'm good with that. Black Braid. Well done, John. Well done. See, now I got to step up my game to bring something to the table that none of y'all would even expect to be. But you know what's funny? You've listened to Black Braid, and you, Shannon, listened to yours, right? Like, it's hard to figure out what to bring to the table sometimes because you're like, well, I don't want to bring some personal preference of something. I want everybody, but that's one of those things. You love it or hate it because you love this
love
album.
it or hate it.
Yeah, you love the album,
That's
you
the
know?
segment, man. Love it or hate it.
I really want to bring something one time. I'm like, I've never even have listened to this. Let's all listen to it, and, like figure out what if
Just
we all like
randomly
it.
pick an album from something.
Well, it's funny. There are some bands I have never listened to, and I'm like, man, I really want to listen to them. I just don't pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
Are they
So-
on the list? That's another like. Are they?
Yeah,
on the list?
yeah. I gotta check.
I know. I was like, I'm pretty sure Black Brain not on the list.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. I had to check
One
for.
album though.
Yeah, I had to check
Two
for
albums.
X Japan.
No,
I was
no,
like,
I mean-
nah,
I
they're
mean,
not
like-
on here.
We're listening to one album.
Yeah, it's
So
just
like
one
if they're
album.
on the list, then
Yeah.
whatever.
So X Japan was like, I gotta check. That was the only one I had to check. So, all right, guys, cool. Black Braid it is for the Dream Theater show. February 9th, new album February 7th. I hope everybody has enough time to listen to the new one because it's going to be a repeat on mine for a while.
Yeah.
May have to take a couple weeks off so we can listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's on
Well.
Super Bowl weekend. Oof. But
Yeah.
Don't care.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
I didn't think you would.
It's not Stanley Cup playoffs, so like who cares?
Oh, we have to take a break when Stanley Cup playoffs. That's June, right? June.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All right, guys. Say bye to the internet. Bye.
Later, internets.